What's up, survivors? Jason here. Today I'm going to show you my latest leather projects. Now, if you haven't seen my last ones on my videos, here's an example of one of my last ones that I did. Check out that video. I'll put a link in the description down below. But on that last video, I said I was going to do a leather sheath for my Coghlan's pack axe and my Coleman Folding Saw from Flint and Steel Survival. So I finally finished this one, so I'm going to show both of them in this video. So here is the pack axe sheath. Turned out pretty well. Had a little bit problem trying to figure out what I should do for the stitching, because I was thinking about maybe arching it this way so it kind of actually holds the blade in place right there, because there's like a little arch before the head. But I didn't want to stitch it because you can't really pull it out once it's stitched right there, so I decided to put a snap button right there, and the buttons, the snaps were kind of giving me a problem, so that's why there's two of the same on that side. This one wasn't as bad right here. And then I decided to put an extra one. That one is the same as the top, so I use up all my snaps now. But that is the pack axe. It first started just with this right here. Then I modded it to have a ferro rod holder on it. I don't really have any shock cord, so I just used some normal paracord. It was actually fake paracord, but I gutted it out, the inner strands, then I replaced it with jute twine, then melted the ends and flattened them out, and pressed these in so they won't come out. It's just some 223 shell casings. That was pretty cool. And one thing I did mess up on was I intended for the belt loop be on the other side, but it still works out quite well because I wanted to pull it out this way on my left side, but now it's just that way. It's pretty easy to unbutton, just like that. So it's a pretty simple little sheath that I made, and it's pretty cool. It actually does hold it quite well. And the cool thing about it is the little Coghlan's pack axe actually does strike the ferro rod quite well. Oh, this way. Yeah. So it's better without the sheath. But that is the Coghlan's pack axe. And next is the folding saw by Coleman. I recently used it to process some fat wood down. This one I had a little bit of trouble trying to figure out what configuration I wanted, but I decided to do a dangler right here. I had just a small length of leather just left over, and I decided to do this. What this is just a little buckle. It's just sewed around itself, so that part won't move, but if you have a bigger buckle, it goes down like that. Or belt, I mean. But this way, it holds it quite well. It's just testing something out, see what I could do. And I just found this D-ring somewhere else, just a plastic D-ring. But I wish I made this part of the belt loop a little bit bigger, so it doesn't just always go like that, because you see right here, it's a little bit off, but isn't too much of a big deal. But I can just lay this down and just use this as a regular belt loop. So it's a pretty cool thing I could do. I did just start with the stitch going around just outside, then I found out it was a little bit too wide for it, so I went back. And this is when my dad said that he actually had a little press right here. It's much needed right here, but that's why in the inside stitch is a little bit straighter and not as jaggedy as right here. It's a pretty nice thing to have. The holes are just a tad bit bigger than the nail that I used instead of an awl, but that way it just made it look much better. So I'm definitely going to be using these more. But I was thinking maybe putting a grommet right here, and then having like a little paracord lanyard or something like that on it. It was just something I decided to do, but I'm not quite sure how to make the grommets. I'm pretty sure they're kind of like the same as the snaps, but I know they're a little bit bigger, and I don't know if this is going to make a big enough hole or not. But I'll just keep adding on to it if I like, and I want to get your opinions on this. What do you think about it? I kind of wanted like a double stitch on here. It's like because I originally wanted it this way, just have it that way, so that's why it was out that far. Then I found I had like better retention the other way. I don't know why it did that, but it kind of goes over the loop right there, like go over the side right there. So it's not the best retention, but it won't fall out just holding it there. After shaking it a while, it does fall out, but it's better than nothing. It's not the best retention, but I wish I could do better with actual like stiffer leather, but this one's kind of like from Hobby Lobby, so it's the most I got. But I find out it's pretty useful. But put down in the comments what you think. I want to thank you all for watching. See you in the next one.